Some BMWs will cost you more in repairs than you paid for the car. Others will run past 200,000 miles without a single major failure. The difference comes down to one thing: knowing exactly which models to buy. I'm Mike. 20-plus years turning wrenches on BMWs, from old E30s to the latest G-Series, and I've learned which engines survive and which ones end up on the back of a flatbed. Today I'm counting down the 10 most reliable BMWs you can buy in 2026, backed by real shop experience and long-term owner data. Stay until the end because number 1 is the most dependable BMW the brand has ever built. Let's get into it. Number 10, BMW E46. 330i, 2003 to 2006. A 20-year-old car on a 2026 reliability list? That should tell you something. The BMW E46 330i, specifically the 2003 to 2006 model years, is here because of one engine, the M54 3.0-liter inline-6. That power plant is one of the most bulletproof engines BMW has ever produced. It's naturally aspirated, mechanically simple, and every BMW technician in the country knows it inside and out. The E46 platform backs that up. There aren't layers of electronic systems waiting to fail. The most common issue is the cooling system, which uses plastic components that degrade over time. But that's a well-known fix and it's cheap. I've done hundreds of them. Beyond that, these cars are remarkably solid. Used examples sell for between $8,000 and $15,000. At that price, you're getting excellent chassis balance, responsive steering, and an engine that will keep running long after newer BMWs have already visited the shop twice. The E46 330i still holds up. Number 9, BMW F222 Series Coupe, 2014 to 2021. The F222 Series Coupe is the car BMW enthusiasts recommend to each other. Built from 2014 to 2021, it skips the heavy tech found in larger BMW models and focuses on what actually matters: driving. That stripped-back approach is exactly why it's so reliable. The 230i runs the B48 2.0-liter turbo 4-cylinder. The M240i gets the B58 3.0-liter turbo inline-6. Both have excellent long-term track records. The rear-wheel drive layout keeps the drivetrain simple, and without complex all-wheel drive hardware, there are fewer expensive components that can fail. Many examples have passed 100,000 miles without a single major mechanical issue. I've worked on plenty of these and the repair tickets are almost boring. Routine maintenance, maybe brakes, and that's about it. Used prices fall between $22,000 and $38,000. If you want a BMW that actually feels like a BMW and doesn't punish you for owning it, the F22 is the one. Number 8, BMW G05X 5xDrive 40i, 2020 to 2023. The X5 has been one of BMW's best-selling models for years, but for a long time it was also one of their most expensive to own. The G05 4th generation changes that story. Built from 2020 to 2023, the G05xDrive 40i runs the B58 3.0-liter turbo inline-6, the same engine that powers several of the most reliable cars on this list. In the X5, it handles highway cruising and heavy cargo loads without breaking a sweat. The air suspension is also a major improvement. Older X5 air suspensions were a known headache. The G05 system is far more durable. That lines up with what I'm seeing in the shop. Earlier X5s used to come in with long repair lists. The G05s come in for oil changes and tire rotations. That said, always verify maintenance records and get a pre-purchase inspection. Oil leaks can develop if services have been skipped. Used prices range from $45,000 to $65,000. For families who need space without sacrificing reliability, the G05 X5 is the strongest option in this segment. Number 7, BMW 740i, 2023 to present. The 7 Series has historically been the BMW that everyone wants, but nobody wants to own long-term. Previous generations with V8 and V12 engines were notorious for repair bills that made owners question everything. I've seen those older models rack up five-figure shop invoices before hitting 100,000 miles. The 740i from 2023 onward is a completely different proposition. BMW made a smart decision here by powering it with the B58 3.0-liter turbo inline-six instead of a complex V8. That one choice eliminates the majority of reliability concerns that plagued earlier 7 Series models. The B58 delivers more than enough power to move a full-size luxury sedan with authority. The ownership experience matches the engineering. The cabin is quiet, the seats are exceptional on long drives, and the technology is impressive without being overcomplicated. It feels like a $100,000 car. Used prices range from $50,000 to $70,000, which is serious money. But for a flagship sedan with an engine you can actually trust, that's fair. Maintained on schedule, this car should run for years without unplanned shop visits. And real quick, if you're finding this helpful, hit subscribe and leave a like so you don't miss the next one. All right, back to the list. Number 6, BMW F25 X3, 2014 to 2017. A reliable BMW SUV for under $30,000 sounds too good to be true, but the F25 X3 delivers on that promise. The post-facelift models from 2014 to 2017 hit a sweet spot that's hard to find in the BMW lineup. Real-world practicality without the electronic complexity that drives up repair costs. The later F25 models run either the N55 single-turbo inline-six or the updated B48 and B58 engines. All three have established reliability records, but the N55 deserves credit here. It was BMW's answer to the problematic N54 and eliminated most of those earlier turbo issues. The chassis is well proven, and every independent BMW shop is comfortable working on this platform. Consumer Reports data backs up what I see in the shop. These cars just keep going. Many have passed 150,000 miles on routine maintenance alone, and the ones that come through my doors are usually in for basic services, not repairs. Used prices range from $18,000 to $30,000. At that price for a BMW SUV, with this track record, the F25 X3 is one of the best values on this entire list. Number 5, BMW 530i, 2017 to 2022. The 530i is the BMW that looks like you're spending six figures when you're not even close. The 2017 to 2022 model years deliver a genuine executive sedan experience at a price that makes the V8 5 Series models look like a bad financial decision. The reason it works is the B48 2.0-liter turbo inline-4. A four-cylinder in a full-size luxury sedan might raise eyebrows, but it's the smartest engine choice BMW could have made for this car. It produces enough power for confident daily driving while keeping maintenance costs dramatically lower than the V8 alternatives. I've worked on plenty of 5 Series models over the years, and the repair bills on the V8 versions can be 3 or 4 times what a 530i owner will ever see. The one area to watch is suspension wear on higher mileage examples, but replacement costs are reasonable, and any independent BMW shop can handle it in an afternoon. Used prices range from $28,000 to $45,000. If you want the executive look and feel without the executive repair bills, the 530i is exactly that car. Number 4, BMW 228 Grand Coupe, 2020 to 2023. A lot of people want a BMW but hesitate because of the maintenance reputation. The 228i Grand Coupe exists for exactly those buyers. Built from 2020 to 2023, it's the most affordable way into the BMW lineup, with a reliability record that eliminates the biggest concern people have about owning one. The 228i is built on BMW's front-wheel drive UKL platform, which is fundamentally simpler than the traditional rear-wheel drive setup. There's no transfer case, no rear differential, and fewer drivetrain components that can fail. It runs the B48 2.0-liter turbo engine, which has proven itself across half the BMW range. It's a combination that just works. I see a lot of first-time BMW owners come in bracing for expensive surprises. The 228i owners almost never have that experience. These cars come in for scheduled maintenance and leave. That's it. Used examples are available from around $22,000 to $35,000. No, it doesn't drive like an M car. It's not trying to. What it does is give you a modern, sharp-looking BMW at a price point where ownership costs actually make sense. For a first BMW or a reliable daily driver, the 228i is one of the smartest buys in the range. Number 3, BMW G01 X3 xDrive 30i/M40i, 2018 to present. We already put the F25 X3 on this list at number 6. The fact that a newer X3 shows up 4 spots higher should tell you how much BMW improved this platform. The G01 third generation, built from 2018 to the present, isn't just a facelift. It's a fundamentally better-built vehicle. J.D. Power and Consumer Reports both rank the G01 among the most dependable vehicles in its class, not just among BMWs, but across all mid-size luxury SUVs. The xDrive 30i runs the B48 4-cylinder, keeping ownership costs low. The M40i gets the B58 inline-6, adding serious power without sacrificing reliability. Either engine is a safe choice. What separates the G01 from the older X3 is everything around the engine. The electrical systems are tighter, the interior trim doesn't rattle, the panel gaps are consistent. I notice the difference every time a G01 comes into the shop next to an older X3. The older ones always have a list. The G01s are usually in and out. Used prices range from $28,000 to $50,000. At number 3, the G01 earns its spot because it doesn't just compete with other BMWs for reliability, it competes with anything in the segment. Number 2, BMW G2330i, 2019 to 2023. The 3 Series is the car that built BMW's reputation. It's the model every other BMW gets measured against. And for years, that reputation came with an asterisk because reliability wasn't always part of the package. The G20 generation, built from 2019 to 2023, finally closes that gap. It's powered by the B48 2.0-liter turbo inline-4. We've seen that engine in other cars on this list, but the 330i is where the whole package comes together best. The B48 is a significant upgrade over the N20 and N26 engines in earlier 3 Series models. Those older engines had well-documented timing chain issues. The B48 eliminates that problem while producing around 255 horsepower. But what makes the 330i stand out from other B48 BMWs is the chassis. It's perfectly sized, perfectly balanced, and the build quality is noticeably tighter than the F30 that came before it. I can back that up from experience. G20 owners are some of the most satisfied customers I see. They come in for oil changes, they ask if anything else needs attention, and the answer is almost always no. That wasn't the case with the F30. Used prices range from $25,000 to $40,000, which is remarkable for a car this complete. If the 330i is sitting at number 2, you're probably wondering what could possibly beat it. Stay with me. Number 1. BMW M340i/F 3340i with B58 engine. All right, here it is. You've heard me mention the B58 engine multiple times throughout this list. It powers the X5 at number 8, the 740i at number 7, the X3 M40i at number 3. There's a reason it keeps showing up, and the car that showcases it best is sitting right here at number 1. The most reliable BMW you can buy in 2026 is the M340i in G20 form from 2020 to 2023, alongside the F3340i from 2016 to 2019. Both are built around the B58 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-6, the finest power plant BMW has produced in the modern era. The B58 puts out 382 horsepower in the M340i. That's sports car territory, but unlike most engines at that power level, it doesn't trade performance for fragility. The internals are overbuilt, the turbo system is robust, the whole package is designed to run hard and last. How confident is BMW in this engine? Confident enough that Toyota dropped a version of it into the GR Supra. Toyota, a company built on reliability, looked at what BMW made and said, "That's the one we want." Owner data and technician reports all point to the same conclusion. The The B58 regularly exceeds 150,000 miles on routine maintenance alone. The only thing that comes up with any regularity is the oil filter housing gasket, and even that's a minor job. When the worst thing a mechanic can say about an engine is that one gasket might need attention past 100,000 miles, you're looking at something exceptional. Used M340i models range from $30,000 to $55,000. The F3340i can be found for less. At either price point, nothing else in the BMW range comes close. I've spent over 20 years working on these cars. I've seen the best of BMW, and I've seen the worst. The B58 powered 340i and M340i are the best. Not just reliable for a BMW, reliable period. Maintain it, drive it the way it was meant to be driven, and this car will not let you down. Bonus: BMW engines and models to avoid. Before I let you go, there are some BMWs you need to stay away from entirely. The N54 twin-turbo engine is one of the biggest offenders. High-pressure fuel pump failures, carbon buildup, and wastegate rattle are all common, and they're all expensive to fix. The N63 V8 is even worse. Timing chain failures and excessive oil consumption can destroy these engines around the 80,000-mile mark. I've seen it happen more times than I can count. Avoid the E65-7 series entirely. That generation is an electronic disaster. iDrive failures, wiring gremlins, and repair costs that exceed the car's value. The E70X5 and E71X6 with the N63 engine are equally problematic, combining expensive SUV repairs with BMW's least reliable engine. The N24 cylinder also deserves a mention. Timing chain stretch can lead to catastrophic engine failure if it's not caught early. I've personally pulled apart N20 engines where the chain had jumped teeth on the sprocket. That's a complete rebuild or replacement. The lesson here is simple. BMW reliability depends heavily on specific engine codes and generation years. Stick with the proven combinations on this list, and you'll avoid the financial disasters that give BMW a bad reputation. That wraps it up. These 10 BMWs represent the best the brand has to offer when it comes to long-term reliability. None of them are perfect, but everyone has earned its reputation through real-world durability. Which one is at the top of your list? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if this video helped you out, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'm Mike, and I'll see you in the next video. Drive safe.